Alright, how you doing? Welcome to Rappin' Nature. I'm David, and on this channel I pay homage to nature and the ancients. Following my profound experiences in Egypt, I've been on a life-changing and spiritual quest. I explore megaliths, sacred landscapes, and the powerful connection between nature and the ancients. I hope you're able to join me on my journey and subscribe to Rappin' Nature. Cheers! This is the magnificent Macleod stone near Shilabost in South Harris, the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. This is possibly one of the most remote standing stones in the UK and by far one of the most beautiful locations. Before we take a closer look, I need to take you for a walk along the beach to get there as the scenery is unbelievable. As you arrive, the first thing you see is this incredibly bright blue turquoise water, this white sandy beach, and this isolated sentinel, this standing stone up the hill in the distance here. If you enjoy this video and like to help my channel, then please give us a wee like, comment and subscribe. On the west coast of Harris and the Outer Hebrides is the Macleod stone. Set above a white sandy bay, this lone megalith stands silent and powerful, offering breathtaking views of the land, sea and sky, which we'll see shortly. One thing I always like to do with the films I share is to share that journey to the ancient site, because I always think the journeys is as important as the destination itself. But this is a journey I'll never forget, and a journey I really wanted to share with you, because this scenery was absolutely breathtaking. This stunning bay and beautiful clear turquoise water in the bay here. You could almost think you were in the Caribbean. When you reach the far end of the shore, you walk up the sand dunes and this wee hill which leads up to the Macleod stone. I remember walking here, felt like time had almost stopped as I just tried to really soak in this whole landscape and scenery. I really wanted to see the Macleod stone, but I kept finding myself looking back across this beautiful beach and this incredible bluey turquoise sea. It was just breathtaking to see it. On the day I was there, the colours were absolutely immense. This rich green coastal grass against the blue turquoise sea and this bright blue sky. It was beautiful. I could start to see the Macleod stone now here in the distance, this incredible ancient standing stone which has been here for thousands of years and one of the most remote places in Britain. But what was its purpose and why here? The age of the stone is unknown. It's likely our Neolithic or Bronze Age ancestors erected this stone. One local Gaelic legend has it that the stone is the remnant of a giant's hammer. And in terms of its actual role or function, that's unknown too. Possibly it was a marker of energy, memory, and ancient connection. May I approach? Alright, how you doing? So today I'm at the Macleod stone and Harris, and this is absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. This Macleod stone, it stands isolated on this hill, and it's absolutely breathtaking scenery with the sea right behind me there. One thing I always talk about when I'm megalith hunting is that journey, and the journey here. I was at Callanish Stones, Callanish 1 this morning. It's about an hour and 15 minutes drive from there to this Macleod stone and Harris, and this winding roads through this mountainous, rocky, dramatic landscape is absolutely incredible. And then as you make your way, as you arrive, park the car for the Macleod stone, you walk across this beautiful, soft, white, sandy beach. It's really quite breathtaking, this landscape and this stone. It's possibly one of the most remote standing stones on the British Isles, and it's certainly one of the most breathtaking locations for a megalith I've ever been to. So really happy and grateful to be here. So let's go and have a wee look, shall we? It leans towards the sea. The shape of the stone is very interesting as it tapers at the top, which I will talk about shortly. But why here? Why place a single standing stone on this hill? Some believe it was a marker, a territorial boundary, or a memory stone, or perhaps to mark a lunar or solar alignment point. Based on my experiences of visiting many standing stones and menhirs across Europe, I believe these stones were more than markers. They were instruments almost, part of an ancient Earth-centric technology. They focused energy, aligned intention, and linked land to sky. This Macleod stone is majestic. It's this breathtaking backdrop, this location. It's over 3 meters tall, and it contains feldspar and quartz, again with the quartz with these stones. It wouldn't look out of place at Callanish, this stone, the size of it, the kind of just very impressive. And surrounding the stone you have a series of scattered stones which perhaps were part of a cairn, maybe. And you have to think and wonder, would have this stone been isolated on its own when it was built initially? Perhaps it was a stone circle, or even a stone row, maybe. One thing I've noticed is the shape of the stone at the top. You can see it angular like that. That's very interesting, because when you look over it, it's in the same shape of the Tarnsey Hills behind. So let's have a closer look. Scattered around the base of the Macleod stone, you can see here a whole bunch of smaller stones. Perhaps this was a cairn. It's really hard to tell what was once here when it was built thousands of years ago. This Macleod stone is amazing. It's magnificent. I'm really happy that I've came here. I don't think I've been to a megalith with such a breathtaking and spectacular backdrop and landscape as it stands on this hill facing the sea. And the journey to get here was amazing. I drove directly from Callanish 1 this morning on Lewis, made my way here to Harris, to this Macleod stone, and then you walk across this very soft, white, sandy beach. It's almost kind of surreal and dreamlike being here. and it's amazing, facing towards the sea on its own, with some stones scattered around there. Perhaps that was part of a cairn, but you know, really trying to use your imagination of what this site would have looked like in its heyday. Perhaps it was part of a stone row, maybe. But then I also spotted, which I found really interesting, was the shape of the stone at the top there. Very similar to the hills behind me, the Tarrantay Hills. So very curious about that. Is that coincidence? I'd probably say it wasn't, to be fair, based on my journey and my experiences and the places I've been to. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be sharing more videos from my time in Lewis and Harris. So thank you for watching. Please give us a wee like, comment and subscribe to Rappin' Nature. Alright? Nice one. Cheers. With Rappin' Nature, I pay homage to nature and the ancients. Both are so closely connected, and the Macleod stone is a reminder. These ancient people knew the land better than we do. This stone feels like it's part of a living system, one that connected earth, the sea, people and the sky.